Before the show officially starts, I have to talk about something, a big mistake I made earlier. So we recorded an entire hour and 40-minute episode of the podcast 2 weeks ago, which we planned on releasing. I won't date this, but it was supposed to come out the day that we record this episode. But we made two crucial mistakes. One of them, increasingly my fault, is we recorded on our files were so big that it literally would have taken maybe 7 hours to fully have everything laid out. We tried plugging it into Carson's computer, and it was such a big file that it would have been 7+ hours just for it to
transcode, not even edit.
Yeah. So then we were like, okay, we'll scrap video for our first week back. It's fine. We trial and error. We made a mistake. Own up to it. Move forward. But then today, when we were setting up all the audio equipment, I was like, oh, I should clear up some space on our soundboard because we only had about 4 hours left, and just to be safe, let's make sure we have enough. And I forgot that we hadn't removed last week's episode from this device, and guess what? The first episode I deleted off this thing was last week's episode. So there's now no longer an episode coming out. I did it right in front of Carson too.
I was sitting there and I was like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm just clearing up space. And I'm like, did you just delete the last episode? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a moment where I thought maybe, I was like, I can recover this. It is gone forever. An hour and 40 minutes of our time is gone.
Was it an important episode?
No.
It was the Elden Ring episode. Pretty essential.
That is important though. If it's the Elden Ring episode, I was gonna watch that. I was gonna download it on
Well,
Spotify.
you weren't gonna be able to watch it anyways, but now on top of that, you can't listen to it either.
It actually is.
You're gonna have to do it again.
It is a lost episode in the truest of sense that it is not even recoverable. It is just it's like it didn't happen. So I take that on me. I made a big mistake, but that's why this week we're rebounding harder than ever. In the absence of Ryan, the co-host of the show.
Wait, Ryan's not coming?
Yeah, he's not here, man. He's not here.
Get me the fuck out. I'm out of here, man.
So in Ryan's absence, the void that he fills, I thought that we could up the ante on podcasting, especially with, for the first time ever, 5 people on the show with 5 mics a person.
And video. Now that last week is
fingers
gone.
crossed. Thanks to intern Carson, my official intern, we've got this all set up. So this week, I figured we're going to put all of our movie-making prowess together. And I meant movie-making, not filmmaking, because filmmakers are bad people.
I'm the truest filmmaker here, to be honest.
Oh, we're hoping.
Yeah.
We're hoping.
We're hoping, so I don't get killed by Cooper.
So guys, this week, we're going to make a movie.
Well, welcome back to the Danny Podcast.
Welcome back to DaddyLand.
Welcome back to DaddyLand. This week, we're going to be talking about March
No!
Madness.
We're not talking about March Madness, Danny. We're gonna make a movie. In preparation for the show, I told everyone here. I told the gang, even Danny.
Okay.
Although I told Danny maybe 5 minutes ago, but I think he's always.
I think he should go first.
Danny's always got something
I wanna
locked
go
and
last.
loaded. Danny's always got something locked and loaded that I think that it could work. So we're each going to pitch something. It could be a character or it could be a whole plot of a movie. We each all have something, I hope. I don't know if Kathleen has anything, but
Excuse me.
Yeah, Kathleen,
oh, I should introduce
it's
everyone.
okay if you couldn't. Yeah, come up with
This was my
anything.
biggest priority.
Who are we?
So in absence of Ryan, we have Kathleen to my side here, probably the 4th woman to ever be on the show. We have Danny, a character we have not seen in a long time. We have intern Carson, and we have our new face on the podcast, Michael Mello.
Yeah.
Our registered filmmaker.
I think resident is the
sorry.
resident filmmaker.
not in this neck of the woods. So
Yes.
everyone has been asked to come up with something for a film. We're going to pitch them all to each other, and then we're going to try to make it one movie out of everything. So, who wants to go first?
I can go
Mike.
first.
Intro Carson?
I would like to go second.
Okay.
I'll go.
Danny goes second. I haven't fully, pretty bare bones idea, but I like it. So, I was thinking about Space Jam the other day, and that got me thinking. And then also The Boys Season 3 trailer also got me thinking. So my movie is we have an old, like, 80s heavy metal band, but, like, they're, like, now. So they're all, like, 70 years old, like, all of them. And then they're still touring somehow, even though they're fucking all 75 and decrepit. And then there's this new experimental drug that they somehow learn about. And so they all decide to take this. And what this drug can do is it brings you back to the energy levels of your youth. Because, you know, they're all old and they want to be, but they want to be the rock stars they were in the 80s. Problem is with this drug is to keep...
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Why are you laughing?
I'm not laughing.
Oh man, that's so good. I can mute Danny whenever I want.
I wish that was
That
the
also,
same in
that
real
also
life.
means Michael, though.
So to keep the potency of the drug going, they have to absorb the souls of other musicians. Kind of like in Space Jam, how the aliens, they'd suck the souls of the NBA players to get their powers. But it has to be like new musicians who are like on the rise in their career. And then what happens when they absorb them, they also take in a bit of whatever makes them them. So they're getting younger and they're getting their energy levels back, but their music is also becoming this horrible hybridization between their 80s sound and whatever the fuck the new shit is that they're absorbing today. And then by the end of the movie, they just have this like crazy sounding band that combines every single genre of music together, and they put on the most amazing concert of all time. And it fulfills everyone's needs at the end, and they're all like 20 years old.
You just described an Aerosmith concert.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome, right?
Wait, do you have a title?
I did not have a title.
Are they muted?
Oh, sorry.
I was muted.
Michael and Danny are tied together like fucking Hellboy twins.
Wow.
If I mute one, the other one loses his power. Sorry, I do not have a title, Michael.
No title?
Yeah.
Because we're making one whole movie out of all these.
Yeah.
Oh, are we like tying them?
I think we're gonna pitch them and then see
we're
how
not
we
tying
can.
them together like a fucking MCU. We're making one boiler pot of a movie. We're making.
This is
movie,
Avengers.
We're making-
This is,
we're
this
making-
is the last movie in the MCU.
We're making
where they're
mo-
all in the same thing.
we're making movie soup today. That's what we're
Oh,
making.
I also forgot to mention with mine. So by the end of the movie,
From scratch. Movie soup from scratch.
Where's the soup?
Where's the soup?
Did you make the soup?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Because okay, hold on. Side note, that's funny as fuck. Because so the plan today was we come over to do the podcast, and then Cooper was gonna make us soup, but every time he talks about making a soup, he has to say, "I'm making a soup from scratch."
'Cause it is from scratch.
Yeah, we get bets like, "I'm making a sandwich."
this is like when
I'm
Michael
making a
says.
sandwich from scratch.
It's like when Michael says 3 a.m. in the morning.
We just make the
Yeah.
soup.
Listen, I thought you said 3 a.m. Or wait, who was it?
It was you.
It was me.
It was
no,
you.
no.
You said 3
I
a.m.
heard
in the
someone
morning.
else say 3 a.m. in the morning.
That was
no,
you.
No.
You-
No, he said 3 a.m. in the morning, and then we all made fun of him, and he was like, "Okay, like 4."
Didn't I say like 3 p.m.?
Yeah,
3
You
p.m. in
start
the morning.
day like go to work.
Yeah,
start
you
your
said 3
work
p.m.
at
and you said
3
3 p.m.
No, 3 in the morning.
See, now you guys are getting confused about
No, because
3 a.m.
Michael, I know specifically because immediately I caught on that you said 3 a.m. in the morning. Well, because
No,
you
no,
said
you
you said
said
3
three-
p.m. and then he went like I think he
'Cause I
didn't hear you
was-
say p.m.
I was saying like you start your day, like
My
your
nose
work
is
day at
running
3
a bit.
p.m. Like you wake up
It's
and you
cold
start
here.
at 3 p.m. So I think that was the morning.
Yeah.
But I said p.m.
But
You're like,
the
3
point
a.m.?
is he said 3 a.m. in the morning, which
Yeah.
is it's counterproductive.
3
It's
a.m.
redundant. Anyways,
Tangent.
anyways,
Oh, wait,
tangent over.
Can I forgot to add my footnote. So at the end of the movie as well, there are no more acts in the music industry because they've absorbed all of them. They're the only band left. But it's okay because their music has everything in it ever. And all their songs are 40 minutes long.
That's interesting.
That's just a regular prog rock song.
Yo, that's quite interesting because that ties into. Let me compose myself.
Yeah.
That's really interesting because it ties into my second act, like my part very well. So
Okay.
their manager, known as Coach K, former coach of the Duke Blue Devils, who happened to be playing their rivals UNC today.
Hey,
in
look what I
March
can do.
Madness.
Boop. He's gone.
No, don't do that. No. Listen, it's gonna date the podcast horribly, but
Yeah, okay. So no, this is my real movie. So it's a side story. It's like 0.5. It's like if Carson's movie is Shrek 2, this is Shrek 2.5.
okay.
So Carson's rock movie 2.5 Untitled Project. Carson's movie working title. There's a side story of the two greatest college NCAA basketball teams. This is a real story. This is my movie. This is completely made up. So there's two rivalry teams, UNC, University of North Carolina, and Duke University, who have been rivals for generations, for decades, and they've never faced off in the playoffs before. Crazy, right? Interesting. Duke, their coach, who last game that they won, got his 1,000th career playoff win. And finally, they're meeting in the playoffs for the very first time in Coach K's retirement year. Come on, guys. The stakes couldn't be higher.
I'll
Anyways.
cut it out. Don't worry.
Anyways, this Saturday, Duke versus UNC. Coach K's farewell tour. Oh, that's crazy. It's on right now. You guys want to check the score?
Okay, let's move over to this side. Kathleen, what's your idea?
Okay, so my idea is.
Oh, Michael's going third.
No,
It's-
that was first, second. Oh yeah.
you said second, and then
Yeah,
Danny
whatever.
went.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
now I'm
yeah.
going.
Doesn't matter. I'm
You-
doing it.
Anyways,
You're good.
it's an animation. It's a short. I didn't know if that would matter.
Nope.
But it's about a Roomba who goes about its day cleaning. And then one day someone leaves the door open and he accidentally leaves the house. And you know the world, it's a dirty world out there.
It's like,
It's a dirty, dirty world. So he's out there.
He steps outside and he goes, oh my god.
Oh, So he's diligently cleaning the sidewalk and he's just cleaning, gets dark out. And then like a shady figure comes and he takes the Roomba. Okay? And then he gets put into like one of those robot fighting things. And he has like a bunch of knives taped onto himself.
I like that idea.
Yeah. So he gets thrown into the ring and then he has to beat up this other robot. But he's so afraid. He hasn't been out on the mean streets. He's used to his little
This doesn't
house.
sound like a show. This sounds like a feature.
I mean, it could
It sounds
be.
like the Brave
Oh, we're not
Wolf
making a
toaster.
show. We are making a feature.
But
I
she
don't-
said it was a short.
Oh,
But
oh,
it sounds
oh.
like a feature.
It could be,
Yeah.
but like I don't know if they're I don't know. And then yeah, so they're about to fight, but like Roomba doesn't want to fight, so he runs away, and in the act of running away, he accidentally like kills the guy who caught him and put him in the ring,
Oh my god.
and then all the robots team up together to kill everyone in the robot fighting.
That's
I
pretty
don't
cool.
know. And then yeah, that's where it ends.
Danny.
Like I said before, that is the Brave Little Toaster.
The brave little toaster.
What if he finds love at the end and the movie's called Roomba for One More?
That's the sequel. The
Is it
Kissing
there-
Booth 4.
Oh,
Roomba
okay.
for more.
Yeah, the robots take over.
Oh, bro, is there any toilet paper here?
Jesus Christ.
My nose is running like a motherfucker. It's cold.
It's pretty
here.
cold. in
Oh, I actually thought, yo, you got any toilet paper in here? And I go, wipe my ass after that shitty ass fucking bitch. Yo, I gave you too much credit, Michael. That was the one time you could have had a killer joke and you fucking you tossed it out the window.
We're taking this seriously, Danny.
Okay, I actually do have a real one though. I actually do have a real that has nothing to do with basketball.
Okay,
But
let
you-
let Michael go first.
Yeah, you can go first, Michael.
I need some toilet paper.
Okay.
Man,
I'll
just
just
wipe
like-
it on the fucking. It's just a.
Use your hands
Do
and
the
wipe it on your
Kleenex.
pants.
Use the blanket. It's fine.
Okay,
Hold
in the
Yeah.
meantime,
Are you leaving?
No,
Okay,
bro.
bye.
Okay,
I'm
so
going
in the
off
meantime,
camera so I can
Ciao.
I'll go. Okay, so my idea, right? So it's you know what? It's also an animation, and there's two gnome families, right?
What family?
Gnome.
No,
So
okay,
there's
yeah.
two gnome families, right? And one day there's just like like a quirky encounter, like just a random encounter where the son of the head of one family, gnome family, meets the daughter of the opposing gnome family.
What the fuck are you doing?
Oh
Keep talking, Danny.
of the opposing gnome family.
Yeah.
And they fall in love. They're starstruck lovers. And
Just don't fucking sneeze because we'll hear it.
No, I just need to wipe my nose.
You're
you're
so
literally
gross.
so disgusting.
You're so disgusting.
Fuck you, fuck you.
Okay.
Just wipe. I don't care. Just wipe it on the thing.
Just wipe it all over the
Just wipe it on the.
It's
Just
funny.
wipe it on the blanket.
Just wipe on the blanket. Oh, you're free.
Hey, I heard the like the when you did it.
No woman's gonna watch it now, Michael. You're unmarriable.
That's true.
You're maidenless, dog.
No maiden.
No maidens.
No maiden.
It's just really cold here. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I kind of need this back.
So disgusting.
Gross.
In
See,
the
that's why
middle
I
of my
didn't
pitch
think
too. Dude. So they're starstruck lovers, right?
Yeah.
And their two families are obviously like they're trying to keep it secret from them, but eventually they find out. And
Is
like,
this Romeo and Juliet?
Oh my god, he's picking it up. I don't know why I didn't catch on to that.
I knew it as soon as he said there were two gnomes from two families.
Danny, I've watched every movie, okay? You can't fool me.
get the fuck out of here, Michael.
This is our registered filmmaker.
Yeah, I'm a
Producer
brain
filmmaker. Trust me, he's seen Romeo and Juliet.
There's two of them, man.
And there's Sherlock Gnomes.
Yeah, that's the second one.
Sherlock Gnomes is voiced by Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
Did you know? Let me just list off the cast of Romeo and Juliet right now. Johnny Depp. Fucking Johnny Depp, Patrick Stewart.
Is Taron Egerton in it?
No. But
Oh, I'm thinking of when he did that movie about
Elton John did some music for
Elton
it.
John is in it. He's the first name that pops up when you Google the cast, by the way. Who else? There's fucking, I think like Bono's in it.
I didn't know we were with the #1 Romeo and Juliet fan. That's
No,
exciting.
no. The Romeo and Juliet cast is stacked. Like, you wouldn't believe who's in it. Fucking Patrick Stewart? Hold on.
He'll do anything.
You can do your shitty ass bitch now, Michael. But once it pulls up, I am interrupting. Go on.
Do you want the mic, Michael?
Am I muted?
No, you're good. I just, whatever.
It's just like you just seem like a Mike type of guy.
Okay.
Mike with the mic.
Yeah, Mike with the mic. Okay, so my pitch, I wanted to go for a black comedy route.
And
And
be black.
what?
Why does it have to be
Just let.
Listen, man.
Just let him
Michael,
get through it.
You can get with the racist jokes after I'm done my pitch.
Michael, name every black person you know right now, and text them to see if it's okay if you do this. I think that's the only way. I can
Michael, I want you to
cut
look
out
dead
this
in front of that camera
Look
and
into the
apologize to
and-
black people.
I want you to look at the camera and list off every black person you know.
And then say sorry to all of them.
To continue with the pitch.
James McAvoy, Emily Blunt, Michael Caine, Jason Statham, Dolly Parton, Hulk Hogan, Ozzy Osbourne. Bro, it just keeps going, man.
I don't know. Hulk Hogan was in the movies.
Can I go now, Danny?
Don't let him
Okay, so mine's taking place in Hastings Street. So,
East or West?
what?
East or West?
The bad one.
Oh, wait. So it's the bad one, and you're saying it's a black movie.
No, it's a black comedy.
What do you have
Okay.
against homeless people?
I have nothing against homeless
What did they
people.
do to
No,
you?
let me do my.
Another privileged white man. Oh, is this a white safe
No, it's not Dune.
Wait. That's a Blind Side. He just pitched the Blind Side.
He hasn't pitched the movie yet.
For fuck's sake.
So anyways, while this football field.
Okay, so I wanted to deal with like a group of three like really rich snobby kids, kind of like in their 20s or something like that, and they are just kind of like they're living life. They're wealthy. They're living off their parents' money and stuff like that. And then just one day, their parents just get in a car accident and they just lose all the money. For like some reason, I don't know the
Are you
logic
talking
behind
about
it.
a series of unfortunate events?
No.
So they die in a fire,
No.
right?
So
They go live with their creepy uncle.
so they lose pretty much like all their money, and so they have nowhere else to live. They have no next of kin, no cousins, no nothing. I don't know how that's gonna be put in. I don't know how, but the whole scenario is a bunch of rich, privileged kids pretty much have to go live on Hastings because they have nowhere else to live. They don't have enough money, and they have to like kind of pretty much adapt and survive.
I believe this is Schitt's Creek.
Is this true? I've never watched Schitt's
Oh,
Creek.
it's so good.
I never watched Schitt's
I haven't
Creek.
seen either. Is that true? Is it like a bunch of rich people that gotta go to
A shitty town,
Yeah,
yeah,
but they
where they
own
live
the
in a
town.
motel. Yeah, they own the town. That's the only thing they own.
Oh well,
Because everything else
well
gets
hold on.
taken away.
Mine's
Because they
different,
lost all
obviously,
their
'cause
money
it's
'cause
by
of
me.
fraud.
Yeah, these poor rich kids, these poor riches have to interact with black people. Oh,
No,
Great, Michael.
no.
we see where we're.
No.
So what do you think about BLM, Michael?
Don't let him interrupt. Keep going.
Okay, so it's pretty much gonna be just a comedy in the sense of these dumb like know-it-all kids trying to adapt in the environment of a place where they pretty much don't know how to live. So it's them trying to, you know, communicate with people that are like, you know, crackheads, drug addicts, all this sort of stuff. Trying
Why do
to
you
like
think all homeless people are crackheads
they're in-
and drug addicts?
They're in a suburban. It's like the movie. They're trying to survive the suburban jungle. They're like, look at all these monkeys everywhere.
that's the comedy side. Is it's making fun of this. That's the comedy side. That's what's called the black comedy.
Life's a jungle. There's all these fucking monkeys everywhere.
No, it's gonna be them
So
learning.
you agree?
No, Kenny, shut up. That's just gonna kill you. So it'd be them just learning how to adapt and survive in this environment. But
Adapt and survive.
yeah, no, because they. Well, because have you been to Hastings? People like die there. Like I've seen people almost die there. I've seen dogs get.
How
I've
much
killed
time
at
have you
least 3.
spent on Hastings Street? How much time have you spent on Hastings Street?
Probably like 3 hours.
Movie's based.
That's research.
Yeah, and he's walking through it.
He
has his fucking pockets.
He's
zipped
walking.
up.
He's walking.
He's clutching his wallet and his phone in his pocket.
He's walking. Are any of you 250 plus pounds? Big frame.
Well, because one time I went.
And you tested off the charts on family protective instincts.
Because one time I went to Tim Hortons on Hastings, and a guy came in, and he was wearing a stop sign on his chest, and he was wearing a yield sign on his back, and he was screaming about robots and that someone stole his stuff at the employees, and I was sitting there by myself drinking a coffee. And I was scared to the living shit. I was like, I'm gonna die. He was,
So now you're scared of black people, Mike.
no, these people are not black. I never said they're colored.
These people.
I think if you're gonna make this film, you should do some research and actually live
Go
on
live with the
Hastings
homeless
Street.
people for 3 months.
Yeah, you know what?
Kathleen, do you own a Roomba?
Yeah.
I do.
Oh shit! Never mind.
Me
no,
too.
no.
I have a Roomba too, but Roombas can't really move around outside.
Did you know that Jared
they
Leto
can.
pretended to be
No.
paraplegic on set to like really lean into the character of Morbius? Like the director was like, "Yeah."
How did we get
you-
to Morbius?
Well, because I'm just thinking like you got to
I have things to say now.
you got a method act with me.
Morbius is paraplegic.
That's what I was gonna say. Is he paraplegic?
Yeah.
I thought he was a vampire.
No. He starts out like he's
Is
in
this
like a
disease?
wheelchair.
Is that where he gets the serum?
No, but
Yeah.
like, what's the disease that he has?
I don't know, something that they can't cure.
Disease.
Vampire disease.
So, but like the director said, like
That wasn't in any of the trailers.
really, I
No.
saw it in multiple trailers.
I didn't watch any of the
He
trailers.
just had like crutches, but it wasn't
Yeah.
like very bad.
Well,
He
he's
didn't
not
have a
complete
severe-
paraplegic, but he can't move without.
What?
help.
He's half a plegic.
He's half a plegic. Anyways, on set, apparently the director was like, "Yeah, he was method acting, like he just wouldn't get up."
He's just lazy. He's like, yeah, like he would make the PPAs do everything for him. Take him to the
we had
toilet,
we
wipe
had
his
we
ass.
had we had him cathed up for a third of the production.
Anyways, Michael's pitch brought upon a conversation in my mind that we've had, Cooper, how you would say that like if there was an apocalypse or like a Holocaust, there's one group of people you would choose to die first.
Filmmakers.
Filmmakers. And that's Michael.
Yeah, no, I think we've all agreed on this.
No,
Because-
but I'm the only one exceptional one. Because I'm the only good one that exists.
I think it's more like a Noah's Ark situation. We got to keep one around just for the records.
But do we really need the one making a white savior movie?
No, wait, I never said they're colored.
These three rich white kids are gonna go. Shut up, Michael. Are gonna go into town and they're gonna change the streets for the better. They're
Yeah,
gonna
wait,
teach
how-
these crackheads and junkies
No.
that it's okay to live like
No,
that.
that-
Or do at the
That was
end
not
of the
the pitch.
movie do they like become crackheads?
No.
Like they learned that.
Well,
Like
yeah.
it's kind of like Timon
Yeah.
and Pumbaa. Like they're like, shit, this is way better.
Yeah.
So
that-
Michael, towards the end of the movie, are they integrated in?
Yes.
So they're integrated into the community,
Yeah.
and they're teaching them how to live better and
No,
like
no, no,
people.
no.
Like people.
No, what?
Well, the way Michael talks about it, he's like, they're just a bunch of apes and animals and drug animals.
What?
They're-
What the fuck did I say that?
Michael literally said on Hastings, these subhuman moles are just like
That's
like-
that's what the fuck did the gaslight me?
they're pillaging and like.
Do you know what he said in the car? He's like, I'm gonna sabotage this podcast. That's
I
what
really
he
miss
said in
when
the
Michael
car
and
on the
Danny
way
loved
here.
each
He
other.
never said that.
I never said that.
I never said that.
Fuck you.
There was a time.
You're crazy,
You're making
Michael.
that up.
You're insane.
There was a time. I want to say it was a 4-hour window where they were our best friends.
You guys were like, I wasn't there for it. I missed it.
Yeah.
But I could feel the energy, and then
In the
something
car on the way
happened.
here.
Michael turned on me, bro. I don't know what happened. We were at Kathleen's house. I was just talking to Michael. I was like, oh, and he's like, "You're fucking weird. You're a fucking loser." And he pulled his eyes back. and he pulled his eyes back, and he started punching me in the chest. And he was like, "You killed my grandma. You brought COVID over here."
I can't believe you'd say that, Michael. Like,
Yeah, damn.
like Danny's Vietnamese. It doesn't even make sense.
I'm not even Chinese, Michael.
What are you?
Vietnamese. I just said it.
Are you listening?
No, I'm not. I'm not Danny. No. But with my pitch,
What happens at the end of your movie?
at the end of the movie, they pretty much.
They saved the town.
No, they don't. No.
They saved the community center.
He's losing.
They started all the whole people. He goes, "Have you guys ever tried buying a house? That would solve all your problems."
He's like, guys,
It's pretty much them getting beat up and like shit beaten out of them by these.
so it's a sad ending.
It's not really sad because they pretty much form their own cult in their own like tribe, like with like the people in Hastings. And there's a bunch of different like
So
tribes.
you're
and
Lord
cults.
of the Flies and homeless
Yeah,
people?
yeah.
I think, well, from what Michael's describing, is they form a unified community by the end.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what happens
It's
in
kind
Lord
of
of
like
the
Last of
Flies.
Us in a way. It's kind of like Last
It's
of
like
Us.
Last
Last have
of
the
Us, where-
fireflies.
It's like Last of Us where they kill black people.
What is this show became so racist all of a sudden?
Michael, you're the one that said all this horrendous shit about indigenous people.
Roll it back. Roll back the footage.
Okay. I know we've been joking about you being a horrible racist for a long time, Michael. But I want you to look into the camera and just clarify to everyone. Say, I am not a racist.
Just say it one time, then we'll
Say it
know.
without laughing.
Just say about each word. I am not a racist. Like really easy to edit.
And enunciate, yeah.
Okay, I'm not doing this now. I know what you're gonna do.
What am I gonna do?
You're gonna tell them to edit it to make
I have
it.
no
Then, Michael,
creative
it's me.
control. Yes.
It's intern Carson's in
He
charge
has
of
no
this.
creative control. The only person he answers to is me.
Yeah, just say I am.
Until Cooper
not a
deletes all the
racist.
footage
Until I
again.
delete all the footage again.
I'm not
The-
gonna listen to you,
The
Dan.
odds of this episode
so-
actually airing are about 50-50.
So you're saying you are a racist,
No.
Michael?
No.
So
I just answered your question.
So denounce racism.
Denounce it.
Just say
Denounce
racism
racism.
bad.
Say
racism is bad.
It's good.
It's bad.
I'm trying so hard to get this clip, bro.
I know you are, but you're not editing it.
Intern Carson is.
Comment down below if he's right or wrong.
Hey, Carson, remove comments from the video.
Yeah, Michael. I don't think you understand the vibe.
I
here,
believe in
but-
free speech here. That's why I turned all the comments off.
And we've turned off the like counter.
Yep.
Yeah, the vibe here is we're trying to ruin your career because the rest of us, we going nowhere, baby. We staying in this fucking. you're the only one with dreams, motherfucker.
Man, if Danny was an Elden Ring boss, it'd be like Danny Tai, killer of dreams.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Or corrupter of dreams.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
And he'd be one of the bosses that just fucking spins around at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Just.
No, he's been eating Dan noodles all the time. You sit
No,
there in the corner,
no. There's no noodles in Elden Ring. Stupid.
Stupid.
There's no noodles in Elden Ring.
Stupid.
On this episode of Cooper's podcast, we shit
He
on
doesn't
Michael.
even know the name.
On this episode of Sally's Hair and Beauty Supply.
It's DaddyLand, goddammit.
Okay, so I was gonna call mine Street Smart for my.
Oh!
I was gonna.
He's a filmmaker, not a film writer.
Oh!
or it's called Hastings. Scott Hastings.
Scott Hastings versus the world.
Yeah, you know that movie Get Hard with Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
Will Smith.
No,
It's
no,
Will Smith.
Will Ferrell.
He slapped Kevin Hart so hard he changed the title.
Michael, what do you do in the film industry? When you say you're a filmmaker, what does that entail?
Good question.
That means I'm everything.
Certainly not a writer.
I don't do nothing.
Michael actually writes a lot.
Yeah.
Real shit, Michael does a lot of writing.
Why didn't you bring out one of those other ideas instead of this fucking white savior movie, Michael?
Because I ain't telling people my good ideas, they're gonna steal it.
How do you know they're good if we can't shit on them? This is the focus group, Michael. We're renowned.
You're a bad part of the focus group. You'd be exiled out of the
No,
focus group.
he's the necessary evil.
Danny-
I think
Danny's
every
that
focus
guy-
group has to be the one guy that's
Danny's
against
like
it.
that
If
one-
every focus group had me in it, we wouldn't have movies like Romeo and Juliet.
You ever seen 12 Angry Men? Juror number 4 is a dick the whole time.
Wait, who
If
is
we had
that
focus
critic
groups
who
with you
literally
in it,
likes
no films
everybody?
would ever be made because
Guess
there'd
what?
be so
But
many
that would
tangents.
also mean One Woman 7443 would have never come out.
74-33.
What is it?
1947.
1947.
1984.
1840
Too many numbers.
If someone just gave me that script and Patty Jenkins like read this in front of me after the initial scene where it's like the fucking Women Olympics, the
I haven't seen it.
With the woman
So
Olympics.
they have like the
What's wrong
Amazonian.
with the Women Olympics?
It goes on for a really long time.
So it's dope. That's like I was like, wow. I was like, what a great opener. It's the greatest Amazonian Olympics. They're doing all this cool shit, and then for 2 hours after that, I was like, what is this movie, bro?
That's what my dog does.
He's like the Armand White of critics.
I think Danny's whole personality, it's like a disease for him. Like,
He's the motherfucking glitch.
he goes on a rant and it slowly kills him.
He's
It
the-
takes,
he's
3
the-
years off his life.
He corrupts your system.
I'm the glitch.
It's really funny because for some reason Danny audio isn't as good as everyone else's, and so he sounds corrupted.
His mic's been sticking inside his shirt the entire time.
It's just too deep. It's just
Put it between your fat fucking titties.
Yeah.
That's actually a little bit better.
There you go,
So,
perfect.
Cooper,
What's your movie, Cooper?
what's your
Good question.
So my movie, it's kind of like a weird comedy movie. So it all takes place on the set of Tim Allen's The Shaggy Dog.
I've never
So an intern on Tim. Okay, well.
Wait. On the poster of the movie, it says "Life is rough," but rough is spelled R-U-F.
That's a movie.
So in this sense, what's happening is we have an intern that's working on Tim Allen's The Shaggy Dog, and he goes up to Tim Allen, and in this movie, Tim Allen is like, he's the Jared Leto, you know, like he's hardcore acting. He's going all in on being a dog. So even when he's not on set, he's pretending to be a dog. So an intern goes to gives Tim Allen some water or something. And obviously, because Tim Allen's he's bringing a bowl because Tim Allen's being a dog right now, and Tim Allen, he's rabid, and he bites the intern. So the intern then inherits the same disease from the movie, the Shaggy Dog disease, and he starts turning into a dog, but also
For real, or is he
Real
acting
life.
okay?
in real life. So
Yeah.
he starts turning into a dog, but he also has the brain of a dog.
It's just a
So he
dog.
just becomes a dog. That's the movie.
What happens at the end? He just
It's kind of like
Does he
it-
get
to me.
rescued?
It's kind of like a It's kind of like a
Marmaduke?
no. Like
You're
a
just naming dog movies.
no. It's kind of like the Curious Case of Benjamin Button, and he's just slowly turning into a dog, and at the end of the movie, his brain is gone. He is just a dog. So it starts off as a comedy, turns into a drama at the end.
does he get adopted by Tim Allen?
I think actually, yes, but there will be an uncut ending where he is put down because they're like, this dog does not because he
That's from Marley and Me.
yeah. It's also from Lassie. A lot of
Old
dogs
Yeller.
died. Old Yeller, yeah.
Oh, and then there's also a scene halfway through the movie where when he turns he was a basketball star, right? but then when he gets turned into a dog,
We're not doing Airbud.
No, he has those skills. He's just the best.
No,
basketball player.
the joke is that he gets the body of a dog and the brain of a dog. So there's no coming back. He just becomes a dog at the end of the movie. So it's like
And
a
then
great
there's a bunch
tragedy.
of puppies, and each of them is good at a different sport.
And they all go on to save Christmas twice and go to the moon. We should do a whole we should just watch all of the Space Buddies movies or the.
Just-
I like
just
the
the
one
space
where they go to
buddies.
Alaska.
That's the most boring one.
But we still haven't watched.
They
any-
fucking go to space, Kathleen. You're like, I like the one
I
where they go
haven't
to snow.
watched that one.
Oh, I do like the snow one
The
too,
snow
actually.
one is good.
Yeah, where they're like sled dogs.
Yeah.
Shut down, Cooper.
I haven't not. Okay, I know I've had a lot of pitches, but Michael's inspired me for one. We actually co-wrote it. So the working title is Freedom Writers, right? So there's this.
Oh boo!
There's this inner city school.
That's already better than Street Smarts. I'm sorry.
there's this inner city school, and they're like really poor, and they've gone through so many teachers, and like they just refuse to learn because of generational racism and institutional racism, stuff like that.
This is another movie.
You
This
have
is
to
like a Kate
at the
Winslet
end. You have to
movie.
pick one that we're gonna try to integrate in the rest.
Okay, and then Kate Winslet, that's the actress I'm choosing, comes in, and she tries to teach these kids the importance of education, and she's like really hard on them, but also caring. She cares. Who's the actor from The Pianist? Adrian.
Brody.
Adrian Brody.
So Adrian Brody.
Who's the actor from The Pianist?
Adrian Brody.
Also in Predators.
Is in the classroom over, and then in the first scene, a student throws his briefcase at him, and Adrian Brody goes,
I'm a
look.
pianist.
He goes, "Good look, that briefcase is empty. It has no feelings. Same as me. You can't hurt me. There's nothing you can say that hurt me." And the kid, and he's like, "I'll give you a piece of paper, and you can write your name down."
Are we just listening to him describe?
He's
a
describing
film?
another movie. I've
Yeah.
seen exactly what
I know what
talking
he's
about.
talking about. He's doing a synopsis.
I
of
came
all
up with this. This is my movie.
No,
It's
we're all
every
just
white
listening to
savior
it.
movie.
And there's also a scene on the football field where Sandra Bullock adopts this kid, buys him a Humvee.
He's like, I've never had a bed before.
Danny would
He
make
goes,
it.
I've never had what, a room to yourself. He goes, nah, a bed. And then everyone in the theater starts clapping and crying.
and clapping, crying.
And then he has a really hot sister and a little brother.
But also, there's some weird insider trading because they they kind of represent a football team, and he just coincidentally
yeah,
picks that
and he's
football
going to
team.
Ole Miss. Like,
Why would you do that?
they
when-
adopted an 18-year-old boy.
When NYU was right there.
Do you know where Mississippi is?
No, I'm not saying it's. I'm saying like the offer for
Ole
NYU
Miss.
was right there.
Is it Mississippi?
I think Danny would make an amazing Hollywood producer because he's really good at shutting down all the new original ideas and then just pitching shit that has
Just
already
make that
been
movie
made.
where they help black people again.
Yeah.
Everyone loves that shit.
But even more,
writing.
he can destroy the nicest of ideas and then bring.
I think we should make a fourth remake of A Star Is Born.
I think that was the fourth
Yeah, that
one.
was the fourth.
We should make a fifth. This time
Hey.
we should make Romeo and
Just want to take another
Juliet.
look at you.
Is that from the
That's
movie?
from the movie.
The only scene I can think of is
The one
when
where
he's
he
pissing
pisses-
himself on stage.
Pissing and shitting himself on
And
stage.
he's in the shower and Lady Gaga's boobs. I remember I wasn't I was watching that movie and then her boobs popped out of nowhere and I was so mind blown because to me before that Lady Gaga wasn't a human. Like Lady Gaga to me was just like an ethereal being, and I was like, is she allowed to have a regular a body? I thought it was just supposed to be like Lady Gaga.
She has her tits out in the documentary. On
Yeah,
that.
dude. I was watching. I was like, Lady Gaga's a person.
No shit.
But I never thought.
Oh come
of that
on! You
before.
can't say that when she
Dude.
went to the VMAs
Wearing a
in
meat suit, a meat
in a
dress.
meat suit,
Like, to
and you
me,
were like, that bitch is not human.
Yeah, Lady Gaga was just like this ethereal being that made dope ass fucking music.
She still makes dope music.
She was also in that.
Way to derail the conversation, Michael.
I'm sorry. I have an optimistic point of view.
What's your favorite Lady Gaga album? Or song.
Ooh,
Oh,
there's
poker face.
no, there's
That's
I,
not
I
how-
I don't know what it's called, but it's a new one, and there's
Joanne?
Like, yeah.
Yeah, that one's pretty
there's
fire.
like a country twang
Yep.
to it. It's so fucking good, dude. I'm a Lady Gaga fan. She got me into high fashion. Like because of her, I follow the Met Gala
and
every
titties.
year.
And titties.
You into high fashion? I wouldn't have.
Michael, you dress like a youth pastor.
Okay, whatever you say.
Michael, I got drip.
I think maybe not a podcast, but for a video idea, we should just try to dress Michael up in like a Barbie doll and see what kind of outfits we can put together on
How
him.
come I'm the target of all like?
No,
the
no, not
great
Target. I think it'd be a
ideas
fun.
being,
I think it'd be a fun like
just to dress me up.
just a bit. Yeah,
You're a fantastic scapegoat.
I wouldn't frame it like that, but
Maybe I should have been slapped at the Oscars.
Michael, it's easy to laugh at you.
I don't know if that's a compliment.
Michael, I wouldn't have said that, and I wouldn't have turned on you if you didn't turn on me. You son
I've
of a
never
bitch.
turned on you.
You literally turned on me, and Kathleen.
Hey,
Fucking
you know what?
house.
You know, let's talk about this. Like,
yeah. Let's see if we can.
Actually,
Let's see if we can
let's-
bring.
let's
We
get
can
to the root of the
reconcile.
problem.
What happened?
Let's have a reconciliation
This
circle.
This motherfucker be gaslighting.
no, hold on.
me.
Hey,
Wait.
Danny talks first.
Yeah, okay. So,
The talking pillow. Here you
so
go.
when we were going to Kathleen's house, it was under my understanding that Michael and I were best
Here,
friends.
Danny, you have the talking battery.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, Michael and I were best friends, and everyone's talking about our friendship and how we like bagels, and we were in the picture. We're the front page of Times. We shared Times Person of the year, Michael and I. And
Can't verify that, but
yeah, and then when we were at Kathleen's house,
Oh,
I was
here
just
we go.
having a good time. We're just talking, and then he was just
Oh,
like,
right.
and he was just like turning on me, and he was just like, "Fuck you, Dan, you're a piece of shit." I was like, "What's happening here?" Like I thought,
This man.
hey, he has the talking
Yeah.
battery.
He has the talking battery.
Shut up.
and then I was just like trying to be I was like, "Oh, like you're so hungry, Michael." So he was really hungry. So I went up to Kathleen. He was starving. He's like, "I'm so hungry." So I was like, "Kathleen, like Michael's really hungry." I was just trying to be a good friend, right? Like that's what you do. My friend's hungry. My baby boy's hungry. So I provided. I did what a man does, and he feeds his baby.
Now, Danny, Michael's betrayal. How did that make you feel?
How did you see Michael beforehand?
How I saw Michael-
what was Michael before and after this to you?
Michael. So I'm new to this group, right? Like you guys are new to me. Like I've known Carson for a bit. Kathleen.
What does that mean?
Kathleen is here, and Michael's.
Okay, you're not getting a ride back home
My-
today.
He has the talking battery.
Yeah, I've
He's the talking
and Michael
You guys
was
are talking.
like a
my
world
show!
to me. He was safe. He felt like a mother's embrace. He was my safe, my net. And when he betrayed me,
Why are you he's pouring his heart
I'm
out.
pouring my heart.
Hey, he is the
No,
talking.
I'm trying.
and when he betrayed me, Judas.
If Judas was a mom.
Like it just, I was just trying to feed. Like, could you imagine reaching out and trying to do something for the less fortunate, and then they punch you in the face? That's how I felt. That's like if a person is a homeless person holding a sign saying they're hungry and like they don't want money but they just want food. You give them a pizza, and then they punch you in the face and call you a son of a bitch. Like a
So
piece
it's
of
just
shit.
like his movie.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah, why are you stealing my idea
Hey,
now?
Talking battery.
Hey, why are you talking?
Okay, you know what?
He's
You know
talking
what?
about it.
I'm the therapist.
Yeah,
here.
no. That's all I have to say. I just felt hurt and betrayed, and I think I can learn to forgive you, Michael. But I just want to know why.
Okay, so now it's Michael's turn.
Okay.
Michael has the talking battery.
Danny, I'm gonna expose you who you really are. A snake.
This is not a reconciliation circle. This is a drive-by.
So much worse.
It's okay. So when we went to Kathleen's house, Danny was coming up to me. Well, me and Danny were both hungry, but Danny was like, "Oh man, I really want some food. I'm really hungry." He's like,
That's
"Oh,
out of
man."
character.
Hey, you talking about it?
Hey. He's like, "Oh man, skip the dishes. Oh man, it would taste so good. Oh my god."
Why are you doing that accent?
Because that's what
Yeah,
it
that's
sounds
kind
like.
of that's kind of suspicious.
Hey, you don't have the talking battery.
Shut up. Okay.
Hey, don't be rude to him. You've done enough to him.
Hey, talking about it. Okay, so he asked me to go on my phone and search up nearby places for wings so he could eat, and I just didn't follow through. But
Why didn't you follow through?
what?
Why didn't you follow
Because
through?
it was really far away. It was like across Langley to go, and everyone was kind of drunk. And
I was dying, I think.
yeah, you were dying that night. Yeah. So
Yeah.
he wants Doritos or pop. Well, I want Doritos, and he instead opened some popcorn. He's like, Michael, I'll get you some popcorn. So he goes over and he dumps the popcorn's being dumped in a bowl, and I see him for 2 minutes eat the popcorn in the very bag for 2. He's like, and he brings it. He's like, oh Michael, I brought you popcorn. He just threw it in front of me, and he kept on eating out of it, and he kind of just was very rude. Ignored me for the rest of the night. He called me some racial slurs. He also,
He's blatantly lying now.
blatantly lying.
You don't have to talk
You're
about it.
talking to a filmmaker.
We can do a rebuttal after.
This is what they do.
They lie.
I wrote the script.
I'm sorry. I know I don't have the battery.
You can rebuttal after. Hey,
Hold on.
let him finish. Let him finish.
Wait, this is so important.
No,
this
stop.
is
No.
this is so important. Michael calls guacamole avocado dip.
Avocado soup. Avocado
Mashed avocado.
Yeah, you definitely.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong, but it's not right
it
I
either.
is
don't think that warrants the attacks.
Yeah. So, are you a leftist or rightist?
Don't.
I know.
He's
Here's
gonna
the thing,
try to.
Michael.
He's gonna.
This is such a desperate attempt at comedy. It's so sad. I'm gonna one up you right now, Michael.
Wait, hold on. I have a question for Michael, if that's okay. Who's this? Oh, Michael's talking about it. Would you like to be friends with Danny again?
No.
Oh, that's gonna make things really hard.
Michael, look into my eyes. I'm dating your mom.
Rhonda, if you're watching this, send help. Also,
Get this gook off me.
Set that on camera, bro.
I'm gonna cut that for sure.
No, I was being Michael.
no, well,
Ugh.
my parents are watching this, and they are gonna sue you because my mom does own a majority.
Michael, I also cannot stress the fact that chances of this airing are 50-50. If
Yeah, Michael, if you want your...
I ain't even sure.
I pressed one button wrong and this is all gone.
I am not even sure I hit record on this thing. We
Yeah,
could just be
like-
talking here.
Like, Michael, you should be on your hands and knees begging for them not
Hey.
to upload this episode.
Hey, stupid! I still have the talking thing. So
Wait, I have a question for
Michael
Danny though.
looked into my eyes, started choking him out, and said, "You."
Holy shit! See, I think the problem was bringing Danny on the podcast again. I think there's a reason why you didn't come on here for like 10 years again.
This was COVID. That's what
Wait.
I just wasn't seeing Danny.
How was he the first time he came on?
It was episode 10. And I think it was fine.
I was
Yeah.
the first guest.
Wait,
you were the first guest. Technically, actually, someone came and did
Yeah,
an episode before
Oh,
you.
so you weren't really the first guest.
No,
You
but
just
then Danny convinced me to change the order of release. So Danny
came
technically is the first guest, but really is not the
Wait,
first
you're
guest.
telling me you emotionally manipulated Cooper?
No, I just strong armed him into doing it.
He asked pretty nicely, and I didn't really care.
I said, please.
He told me, he was like, "Do you know how good it would be if you have a person of color as your first guest?" I was like, "Shit, you're right."
Actually, we've
You
had.
told me I was gonna be the first woman guest.
And then you didn't come on. And then I had
No,
to
what the
You didn't
fuck?
ask me.
You had the invite, bitch.
Well,
I didn't
first
get an
off,
invite.
Maple Ridge. Who wants to go to Maple Ridge? I'd like, come on.
I'm not. I agree. That's why I left.
Well, that's where your studio was in the first place. So I think going there.
Why are
was
you
the
telling everybody where everyone
Guys,
lives?
oh,
Kathleen's address is
Guy.
Langley Production Way, 34647. Her dog's name?
Marley and me.
What's her dog's name?
Did you say it was Paperclip?
No. The cat's name was Paperclip.
What was the dog's name again?
Bicycle?
It was Bicycle. It
Yeah.
was Bicycle. Yeah. Bicycle and Paperclip.
Danny, I have a question
I
for
can
you.
see it.
Yes, Carson.
Do you want to be friends with Michael again?
Once you wrinkle a piece of paper, it's hard to get it flat ever again.
What if Michael changed enough that he was essentially a new person? Would you want to be friends with that person?
Okay. All Michael. Okay, you know what? I would be open to be friends with Michael again if he worked on a couple things. I'm gonna list them off now. So all Michael needs to work on is appearance, personality, the way he talks, the food he eats,
The movies he
his
watches.
cadence, his career choices,
Shoes he wears.
shoes he wears, his teeth, his eyes,
Thickness of glasses.
his personality, thickness of glasses, hair, the way he walks, his genomes, his DNA.
Maybe try to grow a beard out.
Yeah,
See-
but other than that, I think he's perfect.
But this is playing into my idea where we should kind of we should do like a custom character episode with Michael and see what kind of
I think Michael could fucking slay puss as a goth boy.
he does. He looks good in black.
Give him a good piercing on the lip or the nose.
No,
Ooh,
I
right
hate,
above the
I hate
eyebrow.
piercings.
Well, you don't have to stick to any of the looks. It's a
Oh my
try it
God.
out
There's,
kind of
Can we
thing.
tattoo your
something about
face?
nose piercings that I would just hate it on my face. I would
No,
think I
dude,
would,
the
I would, I
bowl?
would,
The bull ring.
I don't. I don't.
See,
have a
I
bowl
think
ring.
Michael could look really good if we lean hard into like
the
like,
youth bastard.
No, I was gonna say, I guess in a similar vein, the rich white dad. Like, I want him to like wear like an ascot.
Oh.
I want him to like the short khakis,
The country
pink polo,
club type
the country
look.
club.
Yeah.
I think if Michael.
You mean Fred?
Yeah.
Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we gave Michael the Fred, maybe even like if we comb his hair to the side, maybe give it a little bit of blonde, or just go fully bleach it.
Frosted tips.
I think we'd have to bleach your eyebrows too. Your Eugene Levy eyebrows.
Wait.
No one does my eyebrows.
If Michael went full prep, I probably wouldn't let him near any people of color.
That's fine.
I don't know if he would suit the preppy look. I don't know
What's
about
the
that.
preppy look?
Oh, what?
Fred from Scooby Doo.
Oh, I never thought it would help him.
Do you want
We just want to try something else.
Oh,
I just
okay.
want to see how it looks.
We want to see how much of an aura we can create around him, and I think Cooper is saying that would be the most powerful out of
We
all
should
the
go to
options.
H&M then.
I want,
Yeah.
I want Michael to be like a creative character, and we just like see how
Just
how
put
hard
my
we can
face
get
in and
into it.
out. Like,
Can we
Wait,
do that
stretch
for
my
everyone
face.
though? Can we change
Yeah.
everyone's styles?
We should dress Michael as a skater.
Wait, hold on.
Skater
Can we
boy.
queer eye Michael?
What?
Let's queer eye Michael.
Oh, dude, queer eye is such a funny concept to me. It's like it's like a bunch. It's a 5 gay dudes walk into your house, and they're like,
You're such a fucking gay.
they're like, ew. They're like, you live like this.
But it gets me every time,
Dude,
man.
but
It's so good.
Anton, the chef guy,
Yeah.
I'm convinced he's not gay. I think that he auditioned for the show or whatever, and they're like, "Wait, you're gay, right?" And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah."
He's definitely the least, but he's like.
He's at least like stereotypically like flamboyant, like.
But that happened. Like, there's always you have that dichotomy in gay couples. There's a good chance that his boyfriend at home is the most flamboyant guy ever.
But also he's like the way he interacts with people and shit. I'm like, man, I don't know. I don't trust you, bro. Like, you's not gay, Antoine.
Danny's looking at him and was like, I think you're one of me.
I think you're one of us.
You're one of us.
You're a breeder.
you're, you know what? You just might go to heaven. Yeah. Well, it's funny. I remember watching a season of Survivor with my parents where you had it was like couples were basically like on either side of the teams. So you had on one side this absolutely like preppy, like super flamboyant gay guy, and then on the other side you have his like I guess like more the bear, like he was really big beard, super hairy, and he's just like hey. And maybe the other guy's like, this is so gross. I hate living on an island. It's just like, it was so funny seeing the difference between the two of them. Like from scene to scene, you're just like, wow, like what an amazing like dichotomy their relationship is.
They're meant for each other.
They are. They complete
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
How long did you watch Survivor for?
Well,
All
one whole
14
season.
All
Ooh.
27 seasons.
I know. My parents liked it. I never really watched much of it. I only watched one season, and it was that one.
Wait, in Survivor, it was a bunch of people living on an island, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Supposedly. I don't know if it was.
Speaking of
Yeah,
how much
yeah.
people living on an island,
It's not scripted.
2004's Lost. One of the greatest
Oh my
shows of
God.
all time.
Can me and Danny do a Lost episode?
Dude, we should do a Lost episode.
I now hate Lost.
Have you watched
I
it?
said I think the idea is funny if you guys try to.
We should try to explain the
episode.
entire show to Cooper.
Yeah, to me. Not this episode, but I'd be down
Okay,
for
It's
that.
a really long.
That's
It's
what would
not
be
even that
funny
bad.
about
It's
it.
Oh,
not that bad.
Oh, okay, Cooper. So basically, the whole show
It's Lost.
is
They're all
Kate.
lost.
trying to decide between Jack
And Sawyer.
and Sawyer when the obvious answer is Sawyer.
If I wanted to, I could just watch The Bachelor.
No. Like, okay,
not the
Carson,
same.
it's Sawyer.
Does the Bachelor have time travel? I don't fucking think so.
There's
Oh,
polar
spoiler.
bears, smoke monster, Koreans. There's only been one Asian on the entire history of The Bachelor, which is like, I'm like, there are handsome Asian men.
Like Shang-Chi.
Simu, exactly. Shang-Chi, the greatest movie of all time. Asian power.
You guys movie all the time.
No, this is it's.
That's the only guy you could think of. Wasn't there like a guy on like?
Han from fucking Fast and Furious is hunky. Daniel Day, literally the Korean guy in Lost.
Oh, Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day Kim. He's fucking handsome.
Wasn't there a
Yeah.
guy in Wasn't there a guy in one of those hospital shows too? That was like a pretty attractive Asian guy.
How
Like,
about Chris Tucker?
Chris Tucker's.
That's my favorite Asian actor.
Yeah, the guy from Rush Hour. Yeah, he did a pretty good impression though of when it
Well,
was
you're
like,
not helping your case, man.
we like you're you and I'm me. Okay, Danny.
Did Jackie Chan say the N-word in that movie?
Yes, he did.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
And which one? The first, second,
Jack-
third?
Jackie Chan said, "What's up, Mike?"
And they're like, oh man, we're gonna have to write a bit around this.
That's gold to keep the cameras rolling. This is Jackie Chan meeting a cast member for the first time. Hold up. Side note: could you imagine meeting Jackie Chan? Like you're like walking down the street.
I'd
and Jackie
immediately,
Chan is walking
I
down
would
the street.
immediately start attacking him just to see.
Dude, but like,
He says that's the number one thing that people do when they meet him for the first time.
Start
They just start like,
attacking.
How
like,
old is Jackie Chan?
he's in his 60s now.
yeah.
I thought he was in the 80s.
Wouldn't you like? I don't know if this might be just be in my blood. But like, if I saw Jackie Chan,
You
I
would
think
be-
I would legitimately get on my hands and knees. Like,
Would you bow?
yeah,
Yeah, you hit the bow.
dude, yeah, like it's Jackie Chan, bro. Like, he's a legend.
Also very pro CCP.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but
Don't you want to be sponsored by China? We love China here.
we were gonna start looking for a grant actually. So
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be great. That's helping our case.
China, we love you. Don't forget everything we said.
Should we get a Chinese arts
Hey,
grant?
What the fuck is Tiananmen Square? That can't be real.
Bleep that out. Cut it. Cut the fucking cameras. Yes, you know, Cooper, I would suck Jackie Chan's dick.
All right, didn't ask.
Thanks for
didn't ask.
Okay, so side note, me and
I'm gonna take the talking battery away because it's kind of useless now.
me,
Yeah, you can
Danny,
take the talking
and
battery.
Kathleen were talking in the car about how, in terms of not lost, in terms of communication, in terms of whether if we're alone with people or in a group of people, if we're confident or not, and like in terms of like what do you feel you have the same energy with a group of people, and when you're alone, are you like more like the same?
I'm
or-
gonna answer something for Cooper. I don't think he's gonna consider. When Cooper is alone, at least with me, our vocabulary is reduced to about 12 words total.
Actually.
Yeah. But that's the only comment I had.
I'm actually inclined to agree. But that's I don't think that has anything to do with the confidence.
No,
It's just-
no, that just was an interesting.
We just have our own dialects.
Yeah.
Like that. We're men. Like that's,
Six of those words are just big, by the way.
I think the funny
Like
thing.
not big words, just the word
Big in different cadences.
It's different. Well, because like it's funny for like, it's when Carson like goes to school and he tells people that he lives with me. People have this really public perception of me
Like,
that is
crazy.
that-
They're
yeah,
like, you live with Cooper? What's
that
that like?
like?
How do you fucking sleep at night? And I'm like, I don't know. We fucking just watch TV.
Cooper's like a goblin. Like,
Yeah.
Literally.
When Carson's sleeping, he gets on all fours and he goes to the foot of his bed and just starts sniffing.
People
his
think like the
nose.
Green Goblin
Well, because
changes
like
personality.
I set quite a standard personality wise from the 1 year that I was at Cap, where like and also anytime I make a public appearance, I act how I act when I'm in public, which is like
You're a performer.
yeah we're
As am I.
Yeah,
like,
we're
we
performers.
love to take over a room. Like we love attention.
Yeah.
Like, we fucking love attention, bro. Like,
but it's like most people like save for like us in this room and like a couple other people, like most people don't see behind the veil that often.
Yeah.
So like when people ask like what's it like living with Cooper, it's just he's just like We watch movies together, like, because I'm realistically, like, when I'm not in public, I'm a quiet guy.
Like,
Whenever I introduce people to you, or you to people, I always have to tell them, like, he's a bit much, but he'll grow on you.
It takes like a few weeks.
I'd say I think Cooper actually has less energy than me when he's at home. But it also has to do with the fact that you go to bed early for your job. But I think
Just
like
saying beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, I'm a regular sleepy Joe PP.
Cooper is like more tired than me usually when we're at home.
Yeah, well, on the weekend I'm fine, but
But
like,
on the- yeah,
during the week, like
for
I
the
get home
most
from
part.
work and I'm like, oh well, I have to go to bed in
Yeah.
3
what's
hours.
it like being a woman?
Kind of fucking sucks sometimes.
Moving on.
Let
But I'd
I'm here
rather
to
that than
listen.
be a man, so.
you wouldn't rather
don't
be a
wanna
man.
Well, Kathleen, in this day and age, there's not the only option anymore.
That's true.
Kathleen,
But
what do you
still,
think the
I'm-
odds of one of us four are being a serial killer is?
Why'd you look at me like that?
Specifically, you
What do you mean?
four?
I had to count how many people
No,
Or
there
out
are.
of
Kathleen,
four?
Gwen,
Oh.
when you asked the question, her eyes immediately.
Oh, sorry.
She knew. She saw it. in
Yeah,
her
one of
eyes.
us four.
I like how she's glancing between
She has to think
Cooper,
about it. That's a
Danny, me, and-
good
Well, because
sign?
listen, because can I make an analysis? I know the default would probably be Danny, but Danny, I think his killings would be crimes of passion. I
wait.
think I'm actually probably more inclined to be a
And
serial
he
killer.
always talks about turning people into soup, so.
That is true. Well, I listen. I was looking at all you guys, and I thought if the world ends and I had to start eating you guys,
Yeah.
you would make a good broth because you're kind of skinny. You're probably I'll use your bones.
good bones.
Good bones, great bones. Kathleen soup is gonna go crazy. down.
Kathleen soup.
But she would just be broth, you know. And we all agreed that there's this one person in our life, bit of a bigger person. I'll eat that person. That person will be my meat for years.
Who's the bigger person?
I'm not gonna say it.
I'm not
Don't
gonna
say
It's
it.
a little rude.
That's
Wait,
rude.
is it one of us?
No,
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 you
no,
fucking
no.
idiot! Of
Oh.
course not. Then I'd name it.
Michael, I think you'd be like an
The fat
exotic
chicken.
soup,
An exotic?
just based on what you eat.
I'd be like.
Like you
He
eat
means
very
junk
normal.
food. What are you talking about?
No, I eat pretty healthy. Like when you guys don't.
Sorry,
He
actually,
eats
Michael,
hamburger
we feed you to
helper.
prisoners.
No, like I literally no. I
Michael,
if we turn Michael into soup, he
No,
wouldn't taste
Michael-
like
I
anything.
I think actually Danny would probably taste the best. Like Danny's
Yeah,
got,
for
Danny's
sure.
got quite a palate that I think like your
I'm well
body.
fed, I'm like
You're well
grass-fed.
fed. You're like we eat you on special occasions
Organic.
because your food you just got a different taste, man.
I just think Michael would be too
Unagi.
valuable to eat.
That's
Because
true,
we could
that's
use
true.
him to.
Put me in a museum.
No.
Michael's who
No,
we
no.
put Michael in
Michael-
torture prisoners.
I was thinking you'd be the prisoner pussy. Like,
What? The fuck?
they'd pass you around.
No, like I could be like kind of like when the critic eats the ratatouille, an expression he has. Of his like.
When I eat Michael, I'm reminded of my childhood.
That's gonna be me.
Michael, that cock in my ass reminded me from stories from home, growing up with Papa.
Alright, so we went off topic. Kathleen, what do you?
So what do you feel about
Who would be a
woman?
serial killer here?
If I had to choose, or can I just say none of you?
You have to choose.
If I had to choose, I gotta go with Danny. I don't know you that
Why?
well, so
Because
I
you're
gotta
a
go.
freak. You're a super.
I don't.
This
I
is why
don't
you're
think
not
so,
gonna be
dude.
friends
I
again.
think
Okay.
you would be crimes of, like you certainly could kill someone, but it would be a crime of passion.
Like
Actually-
contrary? Yeah.
Oh, it is stuck between you two because you always like when people struggle or get hurt.
You laugh at them, especially when you threw water at me. You laughed at me.
oh yeah,
Well,
we-
that's when
I think
people are in pain,
Cooper would be more
so-
systematic about it.
I have obviously.
He'd have a process.
You'd be
I
like,
think
oh, wait.
Yeah, he would just kill
Like-
anyone.
like all of Cooper's crime scenes, same MO. Like the body would be found in the exact same way every single time. Danny, every single one be different. Like
And
You know what?
The thing is, he would come back to his crime scenes to laugh at them.
with Cooper's victims too, they would have no connection to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper.
Because like I mean it's right. Like we were all at Kathleen's house one time, and we were all about to go inside, and I had a glass of water, and I don't know what compelled me to do it, but I just threw it in Michael's face,
And then started laughing the hardest I've ever seen you
and
laugh.
I laughed for 5 minutes straight.
I was just stuck there, and like I didn't know how to process
You were in
it.
shock.
It was like the slap at the Oscars.
It was like
so
when you throw a
shocking.
piece of cheese on a cat and they just like.
Yeah, I was frozen.
I mean, I've talked about this before, but I also
You-
I find videos of deers getting hit by cars hilarious.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that's
Literally on my first date with my current girlfriend, we were just sitting down. I was like, "You need to see this video." And it was the video of the deer getting hit by a car at
And
60,
we're
and it
flying.
flies at 50
Red
feet.
flag.
50 feet in the air, bro. She was, and you know, she was like, what? She was,
It's crazy.
He did look like he was about to cry.
Who, Michael?
Yeah.
For what?
You look like you were on the
Oh, when I threw the
verge of
water on.
crying.
Oh no, I did inside.
Yeah, well, you
it was really
almost
cold
did.
water.
Like,
It's really cold.
no, like this is like kind of on topic, but like I am quite an advocate for bullying. Like,
Four.
no, like for like obviously it has to be like a little systematic.
When this group is on the podcast together, we should just have therapy sessions with no one like.
I kind of
Mediating
I kind
it.
of enjoyed doing the therapy.
Yeah.
Like I felt really good after.
Yeah.
I wasn't under fire at all. But I
We'll
felt
all
great
be
after.
we'll all be each other's mediators and present all our issues as a group together.
Well, I get attacked every single time.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think that's a safe bet. That probably is the safest bet that you are
Yeah.
going to catch
If,
flack.
if anyone gets angry at anybody, they just attack me. They just go, "Okay, Michael, shut
That's
up."
why,
you
like,
idiot."
when we were talking about like what It's Always Sunny characters would be, you're D.
I'm not D. I'm not D.
That sounds like something D would
That's
say.
what
No, I would be Mac. I would definitely be Mac. No.
I'm sorry, you're D.
I'm.
You bitch.
Wait, who would? Wait, do we have enough?
No, because I don't.
We have enough to be the whole gang now. Who are we? And this is
So-
so on topic. This is It's Always
So
Sunny
Lost-
episode.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
If this were Lost,
That's how we're Lost.
I'm lost.
That's next time. Next time.
Next time, baby. Well, Danny hasn't seen.
I haven't
It's
seen.
Always Sunny.
We could do him Yin.
What?
How I Met Your Mother.
Oh.
I haven't seen that.
I can't believe. I
Wait,
got
that's
that.
perfect. Cause Danny hasn't seen. You wanted to show Kathleen some episodes tonight. Let's watch it.
Yeah. Okay, wait.
Of what?
It's Always Sunny.
She,
Oh, yeah.
She's seen an episode.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah.
Cooper, when they're
Who's who?
when
That's
y'all were
okay.
coming over here, Cooper was like, "I want to show more of that show to Kathleen tonight." Cooper actually was just like listing off shows. He's like, "I think I should show this to Kathleen." too."
Wait, then who would Kathleen be? It's Always Sunny.
That's a good question.
The one woman.
The one.
No, that's Michael.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, or opposite roles. She's Charlie.
Wait, Michael's team bitch.
He's team bitch.
Cheating bitch.
Wait, go around. I don't know the characters.
I think.
You're Frank, definitely.
I don't know, man.
Which one's Frank?
I feel like I'm a Charlie.
Yeah.
Can you
okay,
describe
No,
Okay,
but I
well,
think you're a
conversation
Frank because
I don't know
Frank
what
takes a
fucking
lot
talking
more
about.
charge of the group than Charlie does.
That's true.
You would be Charlie.
Is
I think.
Charlie Day?
Yes,
Yeah.
That's creative.
I think I'd be a Mac just on the
Karate.
karate thing. But I'm willing to hear out the Charlie
He's
angle.
also a gay Christian, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, I'm also a gay Christian.
I'm like a comedian and I'm Christian, but I'm not a Christian.
I think Danny's the Charlie.
I do like Charlie Day.
He's the wild card, man.
Well, like, do you like getting dirty?
There's a story about that.
Okay, yeah, then
He's
he's
the
Charlie.
Maybe Kathleen is Dennis.
Dennis is a psychopath.
Hey, listen, I don't know what Kathleen does when we're not here.
Honestly, honestly, just
Kathleen-
seeing what you've said on the dating apps, what Cooper has said to people, she's technically Dennis.
Yeah, but that's me.
Hold on.
That's him.
That's
Yeah,
me.
also
That's me
funny
ruining
enough,
Kathleen's public perception.
It's been a whole hour of mostly me, if I'm being honest, but just dudes just talking over Kathleen.
That's the life of a woman for you. I don't know. I
Yeah,
haven't much to
this is
say.
a PSA.
Speak up, bitch.
Kathleen, she said everything we asked her. What's it like being a woman? She said, terrible.
Yeah.
Move on. We get it. Jesus Christ.
But on your point of you don't know what the fuck she does when she's not here. Kathleen is an enigma.
no,
No,
I
I know
actually I know
exactly
exactly
what
what
she does. I
Kathleen
know
does.
What do you do,
Yeah.
Kathleen? You're such a
No,
So,
she-
do you
What
want
do I
me
do?
to act it out? I'll act out your
Please,
day.
please.
So Kathleen goes to work. She's like, oh, I'm on a film. I love making films. She goes home. She lays down in her bed. Tinder.
no, her date.
She's on board of Tinder?
Hinge.
TikTok.
I deleted TikTok.
Oh, you did? Oh, good for you. Good job.
We
It's
talked
been a
about
whole
that.
week.
No, because her day would
Did we?
consist of
On
either
Cooper's birthday.
taking a nap and then playing with her cat, and then if she bored of that, go on her phone and go on Tinder. And after
Why
that,
are
it would be
you
going
guys,
to
why are you guys
TikTok.
calling her a loser right
I'm
now?
not calling her.
Why are you guys calling
I'm
her
just
a
saying
loser right
what she would do, and
Kathleen,
then
is this true?
If I'm normally, I mean,
and
it's
then
so
she'd go on her computer and watch Netflix.
Normally
while-
I'm also
but I do
Hi,
other
Mom.
things.
Yeah, like
Do you have a hobby?
Jack and the Bean.
Do you have a hobby?
Jack and the Bean.
Do you sew, Kathleen?
Do I sew?
You do sew.
You look like you sew.
She
I
does
could-
art. She
no.
draws.
Oh yeah, she does draw.
Yeah.
My neck.
What's your favorite activity out of the 3 that we've learned that you do at home?
What were
There's
they?
4. There's 4. The fourth one.
Probably
Sorry.
napping.
Napping.
I like to
I
nap.
like napping too.
Yeah.
What do you like about
Can we
naps?
talk about Cooper and I had an experience at Kathleen's house. Kathleen's walk-in cupboard
Oh right.
Oh, crazy.
It's not
is the coolest.
mine.
It's the coolest. It's my dream.
Like her pantry?
Yeah, pantry, dude. Michael would know what the fucking these.
I'm sorry that I have a better vocab than you.
No,
That's privilege talking.
Dude, Michael can walk into like the brick and name every single
Yo, he's saying you're bricked up.
He's like, that's an ottoman.
I know what ottoman is.
That's recessed lighting.
Yeah, dude. He knows the difference between a blanket and a duvet.
Actually, I do.
You know how many times it's been described to me? A blanket, a duvet, a fitted sheet.
A fitted
Did
sheet.
you know? Did you know that you're supposed to put a fitted sheet on the bed, and then over that is the unfitted sheet, and you're supposed to use the unfitted sheet as like a first layer blanket? What?
Define
No
supposed to.
Like
Because
that's
the
like
sheets-
the design. Like that's what that's like the intended.
You're not supposed to have the
purpose
blankets
of
on
it.
you. You're supposed to go in between the sheets so that you don't touch the blanket.
That's ridiculous.
So then you don't have to clean the blanket. You just clean the sheets.
But then why would anyone ever
The
use
blanket
like a
keeps you
real
warm.
soft blanket or anything when you could just use a fucking tarp?
Well, most
Because it keeps you warm.
most duvets are honestly kind of uncomfortable.
I'm willing to bet Danny's thread count is in the double digits.
Danny, do you like what type of bed do you have?
You know what? I've been queen size since I was a kid, and when I was buying a bed, I was like, I need a queen. Even though it takes up 95% of my room, I'm like, I need a queen size.
It's actually
I get
crazy
that.
how much of his room is bed.
But that makes sense.
But I also spend a lot of time in bed. I do it. Like literally, my room could be like just a queen size, and then enough for me to fit 2 monitors lengths, and that's really all I need.
I have a request.
Yep.
I really gotta pee.
I have to pee so bad.
We're also at an hour 15, so I figured it'd be
You wanna
good.
start bringing in this
Yeah, we
radio
can start bringing it
station?
home.
Okay. Well, what did we learn?
Were we
today?
supposed to link the movies all together? In a
I
movie?
kind. I,
Oh, yeah.
I like that it went off track. I think that's the best.
I
thing
think
that
there's
happens.
no way they could. The
There's
only thing
no way.
idea I had was I thought maybe Cooper's
Donate
dog
to
could be.
Ukraine. Link in the bio.
Michael is not racist. Let's all
Michael.
get ahead of
Yeah.
Yeah, you forgot to denounce racism.
Yeah.
Just say racism is bad.
Racism is bad.
There we go. We got
that.
it.
But just for like one take, also just say if racism is good.
Just in case.
Just in case.
So
Just in case.
we can look at the waveform and then just look through the whole thing.
Just in
and
case.
get rid of
Just
all
in
of it.
case that let's just say hypothetically within these next
Coop,
two
what
weeks
you
of
say?
editing.
You say it.
What?
Racism is bad. I could say that any day.
Racism.
No.
Racism is bad.
The opposite.
Racism is bad. Why would you want us to say
What's
that?
the opposite?
Like what are you trying to peddle here?
What do you want? Say
No,
say what
no.
you want me to say.
Cooper, say it.
Say what?
Say it.
I don't know what you want me to say.
I don't know what type of game you're playing here. but this is an
Racism is
anti-racism
not good.
podcast.
It's not good, but I do.
We got him.
We got him, boys.
Carson is a thief in the night, bro. I can't believe you just pulled that off, Carson. What?
No.
Carson is a fucking just pulled off the heist of a century, bro.
I do remember him saying like last time I was with you though.
Me?
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah.
He denounced racism, so it's
I-
okay.
I said it was bad.
Yeah.
I said it, and when I said it, I was heartbroken that I would even say something like that.
Dude,
And I pulled out of the
looked
academy.
in the mirror after that and started beating up his own image.
All right, well,
Soup.
let's wrap up the show. I have to go make soup
He has to make soup.
We got a lot of full bladders.
from scratch. Might I add, from scratch.
Are you gonna make it at what time is it? 7:39 p.m. in the afternoon, in the
In the
evening.
evening. Oh, he's just pulling me.
At our home in.
7:39 p.m. in the afternoon.
There we go. We got it.
All right, thank you for coming
The
out to
year is
DaddyLand.
1967 for...
No, those do.
No, don't press those, press those, still press those.
Those do things.
Those do things.
Oh, they do.
Press it,
Yeah.
press it, press it.
What is
It's muted. It's fine.
There you go, nice. So thank you for coming out, guys. Thanks for coming on the show. It was a disaster, but I think it was a disaster in the best possible way, in the typical DaddyLand fashion.
Danny kind of.
So long as I don't delete this episode in between now and the 2 weeks, this will be the first official DaddyLand episode in a long time
With video.
with video.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot to look forward to,
And there's
everyone.
5 people here. 1,
5
2,
people.
3, 4, 5. That's 5 times the DaddyLand.
That's 5 times a DaddyLand. So thank you for coming out. Thank you, Kathleen, Danny, Michael, and intern Carson for being here.
Do you guys know in Hot Ones when he goes, camera, 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 do you have anything to
Yeah, do you guys have anything to plug?
No.
Really
He's
have
gonna
to
go off on
pee.
fucking March Madness.
Just quickly, 30 seconds each.
I gotta go so bad, bro.
Can I also take everyone else's 30 seconds? This Saturday, UNC versus Duke University.